if nothing else, this documentary definitely proves that that international basketball is pretty much right there with Team USA basketball. I was born in the United States. Of course, whenever Team USA plays in anything Olympics related, I'm Team America. I'm always rooting for that. But if you just take a moment to be objective, we have to be kind of concerned that after the big three on this Team USA team retires, it's gonna be a tall order for them to win gold. That's just. Hey, what up? What up? Another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything, and today just gonna simply talk about Court of Gold. It simply just documents the Olympic gold medal run that the Team USA had in this past Olympics last year. And of course, if you're a sports fan and you're so into the Olympics, of course we know the outcome. But nevertheless, this was still a great documentary to watch, mainly because I guess I'll just speak for myself. When I saw the trailer, for some reason I just assumed like a past few couple of documentary that includes Team USA. I assumed this was going to be another documentary that strictly follows Team USA. What makes this so different and so great at the same time is that this not only follows Team USA and their gold medal run, this follows every other team, every other, competitive team that was in the Olympics for, international basketball. So you're talking about Canada. You get if you're a Canada fan, they're following some behind the scenes footage of Canada, how they prepare for the games. France, Serbia was a big deal. Argentina, Spain. It's just like all the competitive teams that has some talent on there. Greece, because of Giannis. All the international teams that has some NBA players that are nice like that, they were followed just as much as Team USA. Another thing I did like about this documentary is just some of the other stuff that I just wasn't aware of. For example, small fun fact for me: Steve Nash is R.J. Barrett's godfather, for example. But nevertheless, I really enjoyed it because it definitely seems like one of the reoccurring themes throughout this documentary is that international basketball is here. It's not just this foregone conclusion that Team USA is going to win the gold every time they step out to the Olympics. I forgot about this. I think 2023. They just lost the World Cup with FIBA basketball or international basketball. Granted, they didn't, put out any of their biggest stars you had, out there, but nevertheless, it doesn't matter whether it's the, worldwide Olympic stage or whether it's, the World Cup. USA is always expected to win gold, and when that happens, it seems like the world stops even for a moment. It's just a great watch just to see how teams got ready for basketball. And I will say, of course, this video won't be as long, maybe roughly 5 minutes at the most. But I definitely will say, if nothing else, this documentary definitely proves that that international basketball is pretty much right there with Team USA basketball. I was born in the United States. Of course, whenever Team USA plays in anything Olympics related, I'm Team America. I'm always rooting for that. But if you just take a moment to be objective, we have to be kind of concerned that after the big three on this Team USA team retires, it's gonna be a tall order for them to win gold. That's just me. I mean, once Braun, KD, and Steph retire, which I'm assuming all three will hang it up before 2028. By the time they hang it up, man, so hopefully we'll have some other stars that will step up and bring home the gold by the time the Olympics rolls around. Because if you look at it right now, if the Olympics were to come again, and the big three that I mentioned wasn't in it, who are you bringing to the stage? I mean, you got Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Devin Booker, I suppose, even though he didn't really do much this particular go around. Maybe Cooper Flag if he pans out after he gets drafted into the NBA. So my point is, when you have a tentative squad of talent like that going against high chemistry international teams like Canada, who has SGA, Dylan Brooks, as annoying as he is, RJ Barrett, Jamal Murray, like they're stacked. Same thing with Serbia. It's just a lot. It's a lot when you think about it. France has the 7'5". What's his? How tall is he? 7'5", 7'6". They got Wemby, who is a monster. So my whole thing is, watching this documentary, it really emphasizes how close international basketball is when it comes to the Team USA. And it's also telling when you look at the NBA, like the people who've won MVP for the last few years have all been international players. Jokic has a couple titles. You got Giannis. Doncic will probably win an MVP at some point. SGA is a favorite to win it this year, for example, and he was a runner-up one of those years that Jokic won. So that's my point, man. But nevertheless, about this documentary, I don't want to spoil anything, even though it's a live event that already happened. It was just great to see some of the behind-the-scenes coverage of whatever your favorite team is. It definitely reminds me of, Hard Knocks, except with international basketball. Like I said, and also, in comparison to a Hard Knocks, they cover more than one team in one season, or I guess you could say season. This was a fairly quick watch. It's broken into 6 parts, and each episode is like 40-45 minutes, so not that long ago at all. But I highly recommend anyone to check it out. This was executive produced by the Obamas, Barack and Michelle. So they seem to be doing just fine and doing their own thing after, after their political run. So highly recommend anyone check it out. It's still a dope run, a dope watch, even though we know the outcome. Love it or hate it. That's my opinion. Peace.